guys, welcome to My So Bliss. Today I'm going to show you how to make these darling jammies. It comes with the top just like this with cuffs on it, and then the pants that have cuffs at the bottom. They're super cute, super quick and easy, and the perfect project. I'm giving mine to my boys for Christmas so that they can wear them Christmas Eve. I'm super excited about them because they can wear them all winter long. And they're just going to be super cute and comfortable, and they just love these kind of jammies. So the supplies that you're going to need are first your fabric, and I used this tree fabric that I just love. I'll put a link down below for where I got it, and then I just got this rib knit at Joann's that I just paired with it, and I just love how it turned out together. This is my smaller set, and I'll show you guys how to make the bigger set. I got both of these sets out of 1 yard of the tree fabric, and then I got a 1/4 yard of this rib knit, and I have a bunch of that left over. So depending on what size you're making is gonna depend on how much fabric you need. So look at the pattern, which I'll put a link down below for that. You can get the pattern at Peekaboo Pattern Shop. If you haven't noticed, I really like their patterns for kids. They're quick, easy, the instructions are awesome, and they're just great overall patterns. They fit really good. So I'll put a link down to that pattern below and down to the fabric as well. Then you're also going to need some elastic, and also depending on what size you need is how wide you need it. I know that she suggests 3/4 for the smaller sizes and 1 inch wide for the larger sizes, and then depending on the child's waist size is how much you're going to need. So just have some of that on hand, and then you're just going to need all of your basic sewing supplies. So let's get started. Now I'm going to pick up the leg pieces. So here I have one of my leg pieces, and I actually put pins on the sides where the front and the back is. On the pattern it tells you, but once you take the pattern off, it's hard to kind of tell. So I put 2 pins for the front and 1 pin for the back so that I can know for now. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each leg piece and I'm going to fold it in half, right sides together, and this top rounded part won't actually match up. So I'm going to come down to this long straight edge, and I'm going to match those edges up. And once they're matched up, I can pin them, and then I'll take that over to my machine, and I'm going to sew that straight edge just straight across. And I'm going to do this on each pant leg. Now, once the edges of the pant legs are sewn, you're going to take one of those and turn it right sides out and leave one of them right sides inside, wrong sides out. And I'm going to take the one with the right sides out, and I'm going to stick it inside the one that has the wrong side out. And I'm going to match up the seam and matching up the raw edges and just laying it so it's right sides together is what we're essentially doing. So you're just creating this one pant leg right sides together. So I will take some pins and make sure and pin that in place once I get it all lined up. Now I just pinned right along this curved edge right here because that's where I'm going to go and sew now. So I'm not doing the top at all. We're going to leave that for a little bit later. So now I'm going to go over to my machine and just sew this curved edge. Once you have that seam sewn, I can then take that pant leg that we stuffed in there, and I'm just going to pull that one pant leg out and pull it to the side, and there I have pants. So that's how we created the pants. Now I can turn it right sides out, and I'm going to set it off to the side for a second because now we're going to do the cuffs. And it's going to be just like how we did the cuffs on the shirt, but I'll make sure and show you guys, and then we can do the waistband. So now I'm going to take those cuff pieces, here I have one of them, fold it in half. So again, hamburger style. I was taught that in elementary school, so I know that's kind of silly, but that's what I think of when I fold it in half like that, is hamburger style. So I got that one folded in half, and then I'm going to fold my other one in half, again, right sides together, and I'm going to go over to my machine and stitch right along this long edge. Now, once those seams are sewn, you can turn it so the right sides are out and the wrong sides are together. Here we have it, just like this. Then I can take that cuff and I'm going to put it right on top of the pant leg, right sides together. And I'm going to match up the raw edges, match up the side seams of the cuff and the pant leg, pin that in place. And then once it's pinned in place, I can take it over to my machine and stitch all the way around it. And I'll do that to both pant legs. Now, once you have those cuffs sewn onto the bottom of your pants, the last thing we have to do is do the waistband. So I'm gonna set the pants off to the side, grab my elastic, and I did measure my son's waist for this, but the pattern does come with sizes that you can use. And actually my son's size did match up to the size in the pattern instructions. So if you don't wanna measure, you're probably pretty good using the measurement in the pattern. And that's perfect because I'm making a few of these as a gift as well. So it's awesome that she provides that as well. So now I'm going to take my elastic and I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and I'm going to layer it over 1 inch. So I'm just putting it over the top of each other by 1 inch. And then I'm going to go do a zigzag stitch back and forth a few times. So that way it holds it in place really nice. Once you have sewn the elastic, you're then going to find the middle. So I'm going to take that seam that I just sewed and hold that part and then fold it in half. And there's the other middle. There's the halfway point, and I'll stick a pin in it. And that way I can divide it up evenly within the pants. So then I can go over to my pants. And I'm going to match up that seam that I just sewed in the elastic. And we're just going to line the top of the elastic up with the top edge of the pants. And I'll pin that in place. And then I can take the center that I pinned of my elastic and line that up with the front of the pants. And pin that in place. And then I'm going to go over to my serger and I'm going to attach it using my serger, but you can use the sewing machine. And I'm just going to sew right along the edge and I'm going to stretch the elastic to fit the waist of the pants as I'm sewing. So I'm not actually going to pin the rest of it, but I am going to make sure the elastic is fitting in that space really nicely. Once you have the elastic sewn in, you can then fold it under. So it's actually going to encase the elastic. And then I'm going to go over to my sewing machine. And here you could do either a zigzag stitch or a double needle stitch, whichever one you prefer. And I'm just going to stitch right along the edge, and I'm going to be stitching just under 1 inch because that's how wide my elastic is, and I want to catch the edge of it so that it just encases that really nicely. And you are going to stretch your pants just like you did attaching the elastic. You're going to stretch them. Then once you are done top stitching your pants, you are all done with your pajamas.
Now I made another video for you guys to watch to see the pajama top so that this video wasn't super long, and that way you can cut it up into 2 separate parts. So if you want to see that video, make sure to click the link below.
Pajamas. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so excited to give these as presents and to give them to my kids and to continue this tradition every year. So make sure to leave any questions you might have in the comments down below, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe. And if you want to see more pictures or tips or tutorials, check out my Instagram at mysewbliss, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!